All right, shalom, shalom, shalom.
Shalom.
First, I want to give honors, glory, space due to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahushua, by Hashem, Kadash. Double honors, Pastor Elders, a great millstone. Peace to Akim that's doing his work on the four corners of earth. I'm Brother Wild from the GMS Detroit camps.
I'm Ina from GMS Detroit Bar Camp.
And so, we had a time where Yahweh Hashem Yahshua is putting the curses on our enemies. Yahweh Shimashai is pretty much about to close the door on this wicked kingdom called Babylon the Great. And you have this woman, this politician from the state of Georgia. What was her name again?
Mallory Taylor Greene.
And so, so I'm about to play this video of her because she was one of these big gun hole supporters. I remember one time she pulled out a machine gun, talking about defending your rights and this and that. Now she's singing a whole different tune. But hey, this is just, through, the Lord's controlling all of this.
And the Most High is making all this happening. And it's all the will of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua that these things are going down.
That's right.
So we're going to get a few scriptures on that day. The Most High is making this happen. And prayer is edifying.
Yeah, so let me play this short clip and we'll get to them scriptures.
I won my first election without his endorsement, beating 8 men in a primary. And I've never owed him anything, but I fought for him for the policies and for America first.
Georgia Congresswoman Marjorie Taylor Greene, they're talking about what's become a schism between herself and President Trump.
The break follows the president pulling support for Greene, calling her a traitor. In turn, Greene became more critical of the president's policies.
But what does the back and forth mean to Greene's voter base? News Channel 9's Lily Butler has more on that.
I've never owed him anything, but I fought for him for the policies and for America first.
Known to be one of President Trump's biggest supporters, Marjorie Taylor Greene, U.S. Representative from Northwest Georgia, now says she's being attacked by President Trump.
I was called a traitor by a man that I fought for 6 years for. And I gave him my loyalty for free.
Greene has openly supported the release of the Epstein files, saying on X that she was fighting to expose the web of rich, powerful elites. Tuesday afternoon, the House passed a vote for the files' release.
I want to see every single name released so that these women don't have to live in fear and intimidation, which is something I've had a small taste of in just the past few days.
Just last month, the Congresswoman posted this on X, saying that she's never wavered from MAGA, saying, quote, "I've proudly stood with President Trump since 2015. In this post on Truth Social last week, President Trump calling Greene wacky and saying he withdrew his support. Now some on Facebook who say they used to support Greene, saying things like, quote, "I'm so disappointed in you. I really thought you were MAGA."
A break-in with somebody, especially somebody as powerful as Donald Trump, to stick up for the victims instead of the perpetrators is admirable.
Voter Josh Frizzell says he doesn't normally agree with Greene, but as a dad of 4 girls, the Congresswoman defending Epstein victims is important.
What's right is right, It's not about politics.
Greene said in this X post she's getting threats because Trump called her a traitor, saying the rhetoric in politics is toxic and dangerous.
I think she has a really good point about bringing that rhetoric down so we can talk and we can come together because we're all on the same side here, as Americans.
Lily Butler, News Channel 9.
Just about 2 hours ago, the U.S. House.
So, there you go. But, we're at a time where basically, we're at the end of this wicked kingdom. So, we ready to get up on out of here, So, you go ahead and bring what you're going to bring out. Oh, man. So, we ready to get up out of here.
One of the things that Yahweh Shai said that he was doing was he came to this is Matthew 10:23. Think not that I come to send peace on the earth, and came not to send peace, but a sword. For I come to set man at variance against his father, and the mother against the daughter against her mother, and the daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law, and a man foe shall be they of his own household. And it's beautiful, man, watching these Edomites fall apart, you know, being all divided. A matter of fact, get the scripture that you wanted earlier. This is Isaiah 19 and start at 2. I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians, and they shall fight everyone against his against his brother, and everyone against his neighbor, city against city, kingdom against kingdom, you see how these Egyptians, this is modern day Egyptians right now, is the so-called Edomites. They the pharaohs right now. They control the world, and Most High is putting them up against each other.
Mm-hmm.
Talking about you ain't mega no more. Fuck out of here. America will never ever be great again.
That's it.
Ever.
No more.
The spirit of the Egyptians shall fail in the midst thereof, and I will destroy the counsel thereof, and they shall seek idols and to the charmers, and to them that have familiar spirits and wizards. And man, a lot of you so-called Jakes is caught up in this stupid ass shit too, because we got dumbass Negroes, Hebrew Israelite Negroes that, you know, they don't say Hebrew Israelites, but they mega supporters.
Mm-hmm. Well, the Lord blinded them, so
Huh.
I mean, gave them a strong delusion.
Kind
That's all that is.
and the Egyptians I will give over to the hand of a cruel lord, a fierce king, and he shall rule over them, saith Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, Yahweh of hosts. Man, that cruel king, that cruel lord, and the fierce king is the one that's over the throne right now, Nero.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if you don't get it, you know, DJ.
Yeah. Yeah.
DJ Trump, you know,
Mhm.
you don't get it. It's not meant for you to get it.
Get it.
You know, he's that cruel lord that this scripture is talking about.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but the scripture that the brother first came out talking about, this is Deuteronomy 30:7. Yeah, and Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, that power will put all these curses upon thy enemy, and upon them that hate thee, which persecute thee. And all the curses are on them. Esau can't control his women. You know, look at that. Look how that woman is behaving. Not only that, a Esau women are dealing with the other nations. You know, companionship wise, sexually.
Yeah.
You know, they ain't dealing with their own nation. You know, this is part of the reason why they outlawed started outlawing it for you to get abortions and all that shit, because their population is dwindling in numbers.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Globally, not just in America.
They say by the time 2050 get here, the so-called white man will be the inferior race on the earth.
Shit, I'm gonna be honest. That's probably quicker than that, man. Cause
Hey,
Jay can copulate quick.
and not only that, but his women ain't dealing with him.
Right. Mm-hmm.
You know, they dealing with everybody. They deal with Moab. They deal with Ishmael. They deal with everybody else except them.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the only way they deal with you, Edomite man, you gotta have some billions or millions. Other than that, they ain't really feeling y'all.
Right.
You know.
Uh-huh. What else you got?
Few more. Another one that you wanted, Mark 3:26. And if Satan rise up against Satan,
3:23 to
matter of fact,
26.
23 to 26. Yep, I got you. And he called them unto him and said unto him in a parable, how can Satan cast out Satan? And if a king be divided against itself, that kingdom cannot stand. And we seeing that right now.
Yep.
You know.
Mm-hmm.
And if a house be divided against itself, that house cannot stand. And if Satan rise up against himself and be divided, he cannot stand but have an end. You know? So his kingdom is fallen.
That's right.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
You know, and he's trying to get a grasp of the last few things, but it's all the Most High doing these things, man. Especially the way Donald DJ Trump is doing his thing. It's all the Most High doing that, using him to make all these things happen, making the country divided and all that shit.
Mm-hmm.
His policies and prove with scriptures. This is Proverbs 21:1. The king's heart is in the hand of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. As rivers of water, he turneth whithersoever he will. And the king heart right now, the king right now over America, or Nero, Caesar over America is Donald J. Trump. You know, he's the king. You know, he's running America. You know, he's the, what does it say, HNIC?
Yeah.
God, every way, no, that's it on that one, that scripture. The Most High, turneth his mind, work on his mind, and make him do whatever the hell he wants. Matter of fact, this is Job 33:15. In a dream, in a vision of a night, when deep sleep falleth upon men, and the slumbering upon the bed, he opened up the ears of men and sealed their instructions. You get your instructions when you're asleep. What you're going to do from one moment to the next. You know, it's just not, you don't have no free will. We all doing the Most High's will.
That's right.
Whether you perceive it or not. He opened the ears of men and sealed their instructions. You know, is what it is. That's straight to the point.
Mm-hmm.
The Most High opened up the minds of men and women and put their instructions in their head. You know? And man, this is Sirach 33:13. As clay is in the potter's hand to fashion it at his pleasure, so is man in the hand of him that made him, to render them as he liketh him best. Good is set against evil, life against death, so is the godly against the sinner, and the sinner against the godly. So the Most High do it the way he do it, like clay in the potter's hand.
It's his movie.
Yeah.
It's his movie.
And he fashions and molds you to do whatever the hell you want, whatever the hell he wants you to do.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and you're going to do it.
Right.
You know, that's it. You know, and we're at the end of this kingdom. Matter of fact, one last scripture. This is one of your favorite. This is 2 Ezra 6:7.
Yep.
And then I answered and said, what shall be the partner center of the times? And when shall the end of the first and the beginning of it that follows? And Esau, the Edomites, the so-called the white man, the rulers of this world, they're the first of all nations. You know, our father Jacob had him first out the belly of our mother Rebecca. You know, and he said unto me, from Abraham to Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born unto him, Isaac hand held first the heel of Esau, for For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of that follow. So, this devil has to be ruling right now, and his kingdom is falling down. And as soon as this kingdom is done away with, the kingdom of Israel, the kingdom of the Jakes, will be established.
Yeah. So with that, I want to give honest glory, praise due to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Kakadash. Double honors, Apostle Now. There's a great millstone, a piece of Akim that's doing his work on the four corners of earth. Shalom.
Shalom.